everyone, welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. How are you? I hope you have had an amazing week. We're going to do all the usual cash stufferage this evening, and we've also got the Christmas Advent calendar to look at again. Yay, that's going to be fun. And what else have we got to do? Oh yeah, I thought I'd give you a roundup of the Christmas budget at the end of the video as well, for anyone who likes the old spreadsheets. But yeah, so let's get stuck in. Oh, if you've not been here before, I am a budgeter and cash stuffer, and I'm currently in the process of paying off a boatload of debt with my husband and also our son, who's very supportive. He doesn't help us pay it back, but he's supportive of the fact that we're going through this payback journey. So yeah, which is really cool. So yeah, if you would like to subscribe, please do. Oh, quick update on the giveaway. I haven't heard from the winner yet, which is scary. It's been a week. If you didn't watch last week's video, go and check it out in case you were the winner of that giveaway. And if you were, please comment on that video that you are the winner and to get in touch. If I don't hear from you by the 22nd, I will be drawing another name. I did drop a note on a comment on their entry comment to say that I need to hear back from the 22nd. So check your notifications, people. It's very important. Okay, that's that over. Should we have a look at the affirmation? So last week's affirmation was, I radiate love and others reflect love back to me, which I thought was lush. So this week's affirmation is, that was the one before. This week's affirmation is, I am getting healthier and stronger every day. Well, how apt is that? Because I am personally indeed getting healthier and stronger every day. But yeah, what an amazing affirmation. Like if you're on a recovery journey, or maybe if you have chronic illnesses or anything like that, I'm getting healthier and stronger every day. I really like that. I like it a lot. Cool, so that was the affirmation. So what do we normally do next? Do we have a look at the budget? Let's do that. Okie dokie then. So this was last week's budget. It's very teeny tiny. So I don't know if you can see it. So I think I might zoom in on just the income and then we'll do just the expenses after. So in terms of income then, so it was from the 8th to the 14th of December, starting balance of 780. We brought in my husband's salary of 2236.72 and the child benefit of £96 as well. And then we brought in a whole boatload of money for other things. So I brought £85 in from cash from my Italy savings to go back into HyperJar, because we're going to do Italy and HyperJar again from now on. Took £25 out of hydrotherapy. That was to pay for the weights that I bought. £30 out of school. That was to pay for something. What was that for? Oh, a coat, a new coat for Oscar. That's there, 28.28. My hydro weights were 28.21. We then also bought £20 out of budgeted spends. What was that for? Notebook and dehumidifiers. Gifts, we spent £7. I spent £8.84 on a gift and a card for my friend whose birthday it is today. And then hair and splurge. So my hair appointment cost me £107. I had £80 saved in hair, and so I took the rest out with splurge as well. So £107 out of hair and splurge. My hair actually cost £110. I got a bit carried away, couldn't really decide what to do with my hair. So, you know, I said before that I was going to dye it just one plain like normal colour and we weren't going to do any bright colours anymore. Well, that didn't exactly go to plan. So yes, bright pink hair for me, just for a little bit. And then in February, we'll decide what to do. I am going to have a big change, but I don't know if I'm going to do a big change back to something I've already had before, or a big change to something else, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm pink for the time being, and that is fine by me. So all in all then, we ended the week £12.71 under budget, but that is because a bill that was due to come out last week hasn't come out until today, so it's rolled over into the next week. So speaking of the next week, week 50, from the 15th to 21st of December, starting balance of £1,524. My salary is due to come in at some point this week. That's 2,248. So our total available at some point through the week will be 3,772. And then in terms of expenses, £400 going out in bills, 40 for petrol, £245 going into HyperJar, which is loads, 185 in cash, £3.95 pending for a bit of extra groceries, £14.94 pending for some vape juice, and £22 pending for my work Christmas lunch. So these two things at the bottom here, the vape and the work Christmas lunch, I've taken them out of like future weeks of my spending money to cover those. So all in all, our expenses were £911 and sorry, should be £911.76 with an ending balance of £2,860.58. So that was the budget. So let's have a look at HyperJar. Okay, so here we are in HyperJar. Despite me saying I was going to have big jars from now on, I now have to squish them because I have a new jar. So we have got a Christmas dinner jar, or rather Christmas food jar. We've gone horrifically over budget on Christmas, and so I've had to scrape some money together so that we can have some Christmas food. So yes, we'll talk about that when we talk about the Christmas budget, but I will be sticking £150 in there to get us kicked off. So I'm just going to do that now quickly. There we go. So the £150 for us for Christmas food. So in the wallet we have £95 and spare change we have 37p. So I'm just going to move the spare change over to family meal. So that now has 15.77. I've also got 30 quid back in the back to bank. That is from Christmas. It is for my nieces for their Christmas presents because they just want cash. So yeah, I need to send that back to the bank. So then we've got £95 in the wallet, so £90 into groceries and £5 into vape. That is a big lie. That £5 is not going into vape, it's going into Italy. Oh, my sister's put money in, look. Oh, she's made it a nice round 600. Go B. So £5 into Italy. Like that. So there's now £605 in Italy, which is very, very lovely. We are officially over a third of the way there. Were we before? No, we weren't before, were we? Were we? No. So yeah, so we've got a target of about 1,500. So yeah, still a way to go. I will get a new tracker for this. I think I'll make one of my dream holiday trackers for it. But yeah, at the moment, no tracker, but £605, which is lovely. Right then, let's move on and play with some real cash monies. Okay then, so this is the cash that we have to play with today. We have got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and then an extra 5 from my husband selling something on Marketplace. That's going to Freedom. So that's 90 in total, 190 in total, but 185 that we have, you know, budgeted. So I'm going to leave that there so I don't get confused or borrow it for something else and then get confused. So let's start with my binder. I have very little money left. It has been a very busy week. I have had social after social after social this week and I am exhausted, like absolutely exhausted. I wasn't entirely sure if my brain was even going to function for this video. So we'll see how we get on. Right, so we have got £7 that is staying and going out, and then that 95p is going into our dear floss just off over here. And then we are putting in £30 into going out this week. And that is because there are more socially things to come because it's Christmas. So I've now got £35 and 2 as well. So what is that? £37 in going out, which is quite good. Hair we're going to miss for this week. Then this is my new splurge savings. I'll flip this around so you can see it. This is the Angel Numbers Saver from Kimberly Budgets. It's very lovely. I don't know if you can see it because my lighting's really, really bad today, but it's lush. So this dashboard insert thing, which was a gift, actually, I ordered just the challenge, but she sent me the whole shebang, which was really nice. So it's got like 1111, manifestation, high vibrational energy surrounds, save £440, and it's from Kimberly Budgets. And it's really funny because 1111, when me and my husband first started hanging out with each other all those many moons ago, we would see 1111 everywhere. And so we looked into the meaning of it and we took that as a good sign. So yeah, this is really, really cool. I'm really excited about this. So it's a flip challenge and it's on a bendy one of these, which I wish I'd thought about for the roll it up challenge because it makes it a lot easier to have in your binder because then it just squishes. So anyway, we are going to start on the first one, which is the zeros, and it says completion, one chapter ends and another begins, which is lush. So that is good. So we're going to pop £10 in there, and I want to choose a nice colour to cross this. I'm going to go pink and hope that it looks okay. I don't want to put, yeah, I'll colour it in. A cross looked weird. But then my colouring in is also awful. So yeah, there we go. That's going to take forever to dry, isn't it? I should have thought about that. Let's take that out. I'll pop it back in later. We'll let that dry. So £10 going in here. I forgot where the money was then. Cool, so that kicks off that new challenge. There is nothing left in splurge. I spent it all on my hair. So that is it for my binder, just a bit in going out, and started the new splurge challenge. So into the winter binder, that all nearly fell over. Into the winter binder. Before we do this, we are going to scratch off today's advent calendar from the Savings Scholar. So I've scratched off all of this week. So we scratched up to the 8th last week. So I've done the 9th all the way to today, which is the 15th. Today is the 15th, right? Have I made that up? Is it the 14th today? Hang on. No, it's the 15th. So let's scratch this off. Oh, I'm very happy about that. It really didn't need to be a high number because I would not have enough money to put in there. So we are doing 7, 10, 16, 21, 22, 26, 28 pounds. I'm just going to round that up to 30, I think. Why not? Yeah. So we're going to put 30 quid into Freedom. And that will be coming out of money that I had budgeted for our normal savings, sinking funds. That's the word I was looking for. So that's 10. I really could probably do with a 20. There we go, 25. We'll top that one up. So that's the 30 for that. And then we've got this £5 to go into Freedom as well, which we may as well do whilst we're here. Did I do all of the ones that had a 5 before? No, here we go, pop that in there. Cool, so we'll have to see if we get any more money for Freedom when we do the car savings, which we'll do now. So the Royal Flush, not very many cards left and a lot of them are 15s. So I'm not expecting to get much change for the cheeky bonus and things anymore, which is a shame. Oh, you've seen it. I haven't seen it. I can't open my eyes. I refuse to open my eyes. I don't want to look. Oh, it's a 15. Jack of Hearts, 15 quid. No more extra for Freedom. No more change at all for cheeky bonus, unless I find some from somewhere else. In fact, I think we do have some change somewhere. So that's okay. There will be a cheeky bonus, don't worry. So 15 squid-aiders going into here. Oh, I was going to use those. In fact, I wasn't even going to use that tenner. I think the money's gone wrong. I'm going to put these 2 5s in here. Add to the bag. And then we'll grab the jar for the coins. Like that. Right then, now I need to decide what money I'm actually going to put in places. So I had in total to put into like our spendy monies, we had 10, 15, 20, 30 quid. Oh, okay, so I can't put any money in anything. Well, there we go. So budgeted spends isn't getting anything. It's got a tenner. Family fun. Haven't had any time to do these. I really hope I will soon. Family fun still empty. Oh Stuff's got a £5 and school I think just has that £100 now, 110 left in school. Help to Buy doesn't need updating this week, so that's that. So then onto our one at a time funds. We are doing £100 for Christmas holidays because they started for my son today. He doesn't go back until the 4th of January. That's like the longest Christmas break ever, which is very nice for him. Did I just use the wrong pen? Yes, I did. That's totally the wrong pen. Whoops, never mind. So, Christmas holidays. Aha, we have money. Good. We've done all these. So we're doing this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, 5. There we go. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, £100 for Christmas. That's lush. So that's for me to do bits and bobs with Oscar throughout the Christmas holidays. We'll shove that in there. And that is actually fully funded, but we have spent money out of Time for Us. I mean, it was fully funded, so I could leave that in there, but I'm not going to. So we'll pop that in there, although I'm just about to spend all the money anyway. I don't know why I'm bothering. And then we can take this money out. So the change is going into floss. And the £2 we'll use for cheeky bonus, which is really cool. I'm actually going to take these ones out, all the birthdays, because we're using this binder for ages still and they're just going to get in the way. So that's all the birthdays that we've got over Christmas. They are all done. So in here now we have fully funded Oscar's Club fees for the winter term, fully funded Time for Us for the winter. We spent 20 quid out of there last night to go to a thing at school. Christmas holidays fully funded as well with 100. And then all I've got left then for this year is my mother-in-law's birthday, niece number 5's birthday, another time for us, and then my big sister's birthday, and that's it. But I have got a huge expense coming up in February, which I won't talk to you about this week because I don't have the brain space to articulate it properly. But basically, I need a boatload of dental treatment, which is nothing to worry about because I've got dental insurance. But I wanted to go through like the benefits of having my dental insurance because, and it doesn't matter. I'm not going to tell you about it now. I'll do that next week. So let's have a look then at the roll it up. Not the roll it up. Why do I keep saying that? The cheeky bonus. It's because I use a dice. That's why. Grab a dice and let's get cracking. So number 1 is Oscar. So 1 out, 2 in. And the last one, oh, it's for me. Oh, how lovely. I get 1. Yay. So 1 for me. So Oscar has 2, Ben has 5, I have 1, Det has 4. Charity, I said 6 last week, but it has actually got 7. And gifts is empty because that was really good timing for my friend whose birthday it is. So that is it for the normal proceedings of normal everythings. So if you want to click off and you're not interested in hearing about my Christmas budget, then thank you very much for joining me. Very much appreciated. But if you do want to hear about the Christmas budget, stick around. I'm going to grab the iPad and we'll have a look at another spreadsheet. Ooh. Right then, so this is our Christmas budget. Sorry if it's a bit small, it was difficult to sort of squish everything in. So we had £670 that we saved from the 365 penny challenge that I did from Rainbow Budget. So it was really good, really worked. I really enjoyed saving that way. I loved it actually. And even though it was a year, it seemed to go really, really quickly. So yeah, really, really enjoyed that. That was good. So what I did was I wrote down everybody and everything, or so I thought, that I needed to spend money on for Christmas. Then I wrote down how much I really wanted to spend on them. Couldn't afford it, so then squished it down to fit within the budget. Then what I actually did spend, and then how much we were over or under budget. So at the moment, we're actually running really super over budget, which is why I've had to make an extra 150 quid out of my bottom to pay for Christmas food. So I'll run you through it quickly. So my nieces and nephews, there are 13 of those in total. So I could only afford £10 each for all of them, which is fine because I came in £1.75 under budget, which I'm actually really, really happy about. 1.75, I think it's pretty good going. And the presents aren't awful. They're good presents. Mums and dads, so that is, so we've got divorced families, me and my husband, so we've got 2 sets of mums and dads each. So presents as a couple, 4 sets of those, 20 quid each, 80 quid. We spent £68 and 4 pence, so we were £11.96 under budget, and again, good presents. So I'm really, really happy about that. My little sister, I spent an extra £3.50 on her present. That was on the delivery of the thing I found that was 20 quid because I forgot. Delivery is a thing. My other siblings, £25. So that is, I've got 4 other siblings. Oh, and technically 5, kind of. There are lots of half brothers and not married people, and it gets a bit confusing. But anyway, 5 other sets of siblings. 4 or 5? I don't even know how many brothers and sisters I've got. Anyway, on them, I spent £33.24. It must be 5 because it was £5 each. Yeah, so I went over budget by £8.24. Husband, there was 50 quid available for him. I spent £62.42, so £12.42 over budget. And then for me, there was 50 quid available for me. My husband spent £79, so £29 over budget. And we were over budget on these ones because we both forgot that we needed to get a present from Oscar for the other person as well. So we just went guns blazing with our 50 quid and then went, oh, we still need to get another present. So yes, something to remember for next year. Oscar, there was a budget of £100. We spent £86.84, so that's £13.16 under budget, but not really, because I forgot about something else that is down here, and I'm not going to say it out loud, but there was £33 and 26 pence down here also. Included for up here. So technically not under budget, but over budget, but I've put it in the unbudgeted category because what I want to do is next year, I want to make sure I include these things in the main budget. So I've kept them separate as a sort of note to self. And then what's next? Panto, £45, fine, perfectly on budget. Food, we did have a £150 budget. We haven't spent any of it, and now there's no money left. So that is kind of like null and void. Buffer was 20 quid, which was essentially just whatever was left out of all of this. But we spent 126.84 on unbudgeted things. So that wasn't very good. So we were £106.84 over budget on that one. So yeah. We've got £16.87 left in the Christmas budget, which I'm just going to leave in there actually, because there's probably going to be things I've forgotten about, like last minute present for someone. So yeah, we'll leave that in there for the minute. So things left to buy, £30 left to buy. Do we? What was that for? No, that's not, no, we don't have that anymore. We have nothing left to buy. We are done. Cool. So the only thing we have left to buy is the food. So once the £150 for the food is taken into account, we are running £133.13 over budget. So we could have done with a budget of about £800 really. Next year, if everything goes to plan and it's a good year, I'm going to try and save £1,000, I think, just so that I don't have to be so stressed about it. Because there's just so many people to buy for, and I would really like to spend more than £10 each on each of my nieces and nephews because they deserve it. So yeah, anyway, lesson learned. So all of the unbudgeted things that I completely forgot about, a gift for my best friend and her little boy, wrapping paper, yeah, can't forget that, tape, wrapping paper, all that sort of stuff, didn't have anything. So yeah, spent £25 on that. That I've already mentioned. Extra birthday presents. So I used the Christmas budget to buy birthday presents, didn't I? Because it all happens around the same time and I got overexcited. But then I spent too much on birthday presents as well. So yes, I need to take that into account. And then also £14-ish on some decorations, because you kind of do buy decorations at Christmas time. That happens. So these are all things I need to remember for next year's budget, which is cool. Quick look at the birthdays, because why not? Went a little bit over budget on my sister. Again, I think that was her birthday card. Mum and stepmum, I came in about £5 under budget across both those. But then I went a little bit over budget on my husband. Just a touch, just under 50 quid, more than I was meant to spend. But I've got a funny feeling I do that every year. So I'm just, yeah, I'll have to put it up, won't I? I'll just have to put it up. That's fine. So yeah, so that was Christmas and the birthdays. Yeah, so all in all, it depends how we want to look at it. Let's pretend I was always going to do the Christmas food separately. Had a brilliant budget. I came in under £16.87. But that would be a lie. So we won't do that. But yeah, so I mean, it could be, for me, it could have been a lot worse. At least I had a budget and at least I had some money saved, because every other year until I started budgeting, it would just be a case of sling everything on a credit card or on the debit card and worry about it later. And January would always involve a phone call to the bank to ask to extend our overdraft for a month. And then February would be tight because we'd be paying it back and yada, yada, yada. So yeah. At least we have not gone into a single piece of debt over Christmas, and I will celebrate that as a win, whether I went over budget or not. But yeah, so that was that. So I hope all of your Christmas plans and wishes and hopes and dreams are all going swimmingly well. And I think, am I seeing you again before Christmas? What's 15 plus 7? 22. Yeah, cool, awesome. I will speak to you again next Friday, just before Christmas, which is nice. Maybe we could share a little glass of bubbly together. Let's do that. Next Friday, if you are a drinker, come and share a glass of bubbly with me whilst I do my cash stuffing. That sounds lovely. Right, I am going to love you and leave you. I am babbling along. So this week's affirmation is, no, keep doing that. Why do I keep doing that? This week's affirmation is, I am getting healthier and stronger every day. Love it. Have an amazing week. I might see you in the week for that noodling of challenges, but I might wait until the new year. And then I probably will wait till the new year. Anyway, have a lovely week. Speak to you next Friday. Bye.